the moment you guys have all been waiting for, the April energy forecast. Dun dun dun! It's a big one. Why? Because we have a solar eclipse that's happening that is actually going to affect the energies of the whole month. So, what do we need to look out for? There are 10 portals in total. I've just took note of them. And where the planets are aligning, what's happening, when is best to protect our energies for self-care, for transformation, for quantum leaping, when's good for our finances, our relationships. All these dates we are going to uncover for the month of April 2024. We're going to dive deep into it, but before we get into it, show reel, hit it. What's up guys, Namaste, Namo Himalaya, this is Sri Akarshana here, and in this video we're going to break down for you the 10 portals that are happening in April 2024. So if you haven't got your notepad ready, then make sure to get it ready because there's a lot to go through, okay? So we're going to start off with first an understanding of April, like generally, okay? How is the energy looking? This isn't, whenever I say anything that may sound a little bit like a low, meaning protect your energies, it doesn't mean that you should be very scared of this, okay? When I say that there may be challenges that we may face or unexpected circumstances may occur, this is actually opportunity for growth. We always need to understand we live in a world of duality. There are ups, there are downs. When there is a down, is an opportunity for you to grow, for you to change lanes, for you to pivot, for you to better yourself. So don't look at anything as negative, please, because when we do, what we focus on expands, and that's not what we want to happen, okay? So just witness everything I'm about to say, take note of it, and I'll give you all the precautions and things that you can do to make sure you navigate through April most efficiently while still manifesting your dreams, your goals, and your desires, okay? So, if we look at the whole of April, it is very much governed by the solar eclipse that is actually happening on the 8th of April, which is in conjunction with the new moon at the same time. Now, what that will do, because it's lights out time, it will create some drama behind the scenes, but be rest assured that when the lights go out and it comes back in, it will actually give you a lot of clarity will start appearing because through that subconscious or superconscious work of the universe, it's actually helping you and guiding you, even though that time may seem a bit dark. Now, with that light will give you the clarity to navigate through April very efficiently. That's in the scenario that we are more aligned and more woke, more conscious about what is actually happening, okay? But overall, April is a big turbulent month, okay? When it comes to sudden unexpected changes and unexpected situations and a little bit of drama here and there. But remember, that is for you to transform, and that is also a reminder for everybody that this month is a month for self-care. Okay, don't think that those of you who want to manifest finances and wealth cannot do it. Of course you can. You can still manifest anything, and I'm going to give you the dates for it. So let's begin with the first date. The first date will start actually on April the 1st. Okay, this is not an April Fool's. This is actually something for you to take note of. It is Mercury stations retrograde. Okay, and it's going to be at 27 degrees Aries. So what does this mean? Well, actually, you've got a couple of signs happening there because of the Aries sign. Let me just have a look and make sure this is... Yep, okay. So because of this Aries sign, we have a few things. So this retrograde may give you a little bit of a blast from the past. So you may get some visits from people who you haven't seen for a long time. You may get messages from people you haven't spoke to for a long time. It could be your ex-boss. It could be your ex-relationship romantic partner, And is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Well, actually, Aries sign is going to take hold of this because it's going to want to make you or your partner or past friend wants to get a little bit direct and honest with conversations that you may not, you may have been shying away from, or maybe they have been shying away from. Maybe there's going to be some element of truth that starts shining during that time. Things that have been brushed under the carpet, things that have not really been expressed before, will come back on that date, April the 1st, and around that window. So we give usually a 2-day window before and after. And do let us know, by the way, please do save this video. Do let us know if this actually happens during those days, because it just helps those who are first getting into astrology to understand, hey, wait there a second, I'm not alone, and we are all growing through this together. But when this past starts coming back during this first portal, it's very important for us to ask the questions. First of all, if they come from the past, are we going to react or are we going to respond? Our best way is not to react, to respond. Respond with love and kindness. Okay? The second question will be a big ask about your alignment with the actual goals and dreams you have right now. Sometimes when we get messages from the past and we get people coming from the past, we sometimes get drawn back into the past. So we get a reoccurring problem that occurs. So are we recognizing that we are moving forward in life and we are going to leave the past behind, or are we going to get sucked back into the past? That is going to be a big question for you to answer. If you get sucked back into the past, obviously we'll get history repeating itself. But if we can let the universe know and let yourself know that you are aligned with your future and your goals, then it's actually going to be a big test from the universe to say, hey, if you pass this test, I'm going to give you new miracles to manifest in your life. So these are my recommendations for everybody to take note of how you approach these things when they're coming back. Okay. Now, moving quickly onto the second portal, which is on the 4th of April, we have Venus enters into Aries. Okay. Now, Venus, as many of you may know, is a planet of love and beauty and a lot of this harmony, right? While Aries is a little bit more direct and a little bit honest. So when we've got these two energies moving, one moving into the other, what's going to happen is we're going to have that feeling. You're going to have that feeling of love. It's going to kind of want to enhance those relationships, but you're going to want things to be set straight. So it's highly likely during this time that you are going to, if you have any missing links or any questions around your relationship, around the person that you're with, or maybe you're getting into a new relationship and there's some things that have not been answered yet, this is actually a very good time to start approaching them and getting the truth. Because what you really want is you want that loving partnership and you want that loving relationship. But at the same time, there may be some blockages that may be stopping you. And if you don't get those hard conversations done, right? Meaning asking those questions that, you just need to know. Then you are going to actually struggle a little bit through this time because you're going to be in your mind and making all these stories up and doubting and fearing when actually 70% of the things that we doubt and fear may never even happen. So we're going to start manifesting some negativity when it's actually not needed at all. So my encouragement for everybody is to approach love fearlessly, honestly, openly, and have those conversations that we always shy away from. Okay? And that will really help you get clarity to be able to move forward to expand that love during this time. Okay? Moving direct into we have the solar eclipse, which is actually 19 degrees Aries. This is a new moon. It's a pink moon, actually, in Aries. So what will happen during this time? We've got quite a few things happening, especially when it comes to the last point where Chiron is actually involved again. So we're going to get into that. Now, while we have solar eclipse, many of you have seen many of my videos before talking about lunar eclipse, talking about solar eclipse. When this happens, many people around the world usually are like, whoa, this is so beautiful, take a photo, and they celebrate these moments. But actually, in spirituality, we don't celebrate these moments, right? We also don't fear these moments because we're coming from a neutral witnesser perspective. But it's not to be celebrated for, because if the light is covered during that time, then that time means that darkness is prevailing. Okay? Now again, darkness not being good or bad, darkness just as it is. When darkness prevails, what are we seeing here? Well, it's time for some chaos or things to be disturbed. Now, when things are disturbed, is that good or bad? Well, if you think of it as bad, then it'll be bad. But if you just allow the disturbed to be disturbed, whatever it's supposed to be, and you allow yourself to be guided by the disturbance, meaning it will bring out all of the dirt, all of the grit, all of the negative feelings that other people may have, or you may have, to be able to see the truth. The truth prevails during this time. So my recommendation for everybody during this time is to be the ultimate witnesser. What is coming up? What is surfacing? From your partners, from your business partners, from your relationships. What is coming out? And see it. Now you know the truth. Then now you ask yourself the question, how do I best respond with this truth? Right? Or even with yourself. It's coming up. If this stuff is coming up that you never even knew was deeply buried inside, now your question is, how do I transform from here? I always say, you cannot change what you cannot see. But the solar eclipse is allowing you to see everything. Now it's offering you an opportunity to change. So are you going to start working on yourself? Are you going to take some self-care time? Are you going to come to acceptance that this is your problems and challenges right now, and that's okay, because I can work on them. I can work on my personal development, my personal growth. Or are you going to be the mass majority who see all this surfacing and moving into chaos and starts a panic? The choice is yours, but I'm sure you already know deep down inside which one you should choose during this time. Now, while all that is happening, by the way, because there's so much on this actual new moon, I may make, no promises, but I may make a separate video on new moon if there is demand for it. If you guys want that, then just comment below, because it's a very big one. And I'll tell you why. It's because we have Chiron that is actually going to be sitting next to the sun during this time. Now, many of you have seen our videos before in the past talking about Chiron being the wounded healer. So maybe any childhood conditioning that you've had or past experiences that may be negative will come up during that time. And it comes up as a reflection for you to give yourself that chance to face it, to shift it, to change. Now, while that is happening, it is also offering us this chance to connect to our most authentic self. Right? I'm getting that message of authenticity a lot through this new moon. So when this is happening, what should we be looking at with this new moon happening? Is new moon is a big chance for us to set new intentions. So it's to realign ourselves. During the 8th and that 5-day window, we should be looking at, okay, what is no longer aligning in my life? How do I start working on it? How do I start embracing those new relationships maybe? Or those chances to get outside of my comfort zone? This is a big sign for you to get outside of your comfort zone, do new things, meet new people, because maybe some of the things in your life right now no longer serve you. And this time will really help you navigate through that and shift into the new. Right? So authenticity is your big word. Okay, moving on to the 4th portal. So the next ones are quite minor until we get right to the end, which I'm going to share with you, which is very good actually for finances. So we're going to get to that. Now, the 4th portal is Mars conjunct Saturn at 14 degrees Pisces we have. Okay, so we have mixed signs here. We have Mars, which is the aggression, the fighter planet, the confrontation, the strength, the physical. Then you have Saturn, which you've got the more of focus, and you've got ethics and accuracy. And then you've got the final one, which is Pisces, which is the fluid and water and creativity. So what is this giving us during this time on the 10th, right? It's telling you, number one, to face your fears. It's telling you, number two, to whatever, you will receive some downloads during this time, right? You'll get some intuitive creativity. Like those of you who are like more of the water sign anyway, that's gonna just be enhanced, right? Those of you who are usually the logical mind will finally, that writer's block will disappear and you'll finally get the ideas. You'll be like, oh, I've been waiting for this time for so long. So you'll feel that creativity, you'll feel that opportunity where you'll receive those downloads. My recommendation for you on this actual date is to wake up nice and early in the morning, right? You got the 9th, the 10th, the 11th, wake up nice and early, right? The 4, 5 a.m.s, the 6 a.m., allow yourself to wake up, ground your feet, okay, straight away, don't fall back asleep. And when you're grounding, sit in meditation. Sit there, give yourself some time to receive. Be without thought. Allow the universal channels to open up and allow the universe to use you and move this message through you. Sit there for some time and see what comes through you. Whatever comes through you, the first thing is grab that notepad, grab that pen and put pen to paper. Make sure to make a note on this date, by the way, because these ideas or these miracle manifestations or creativity that come through you may just be those answers that you've been waiting for a long time, right? Especially when it comes to finding your purpose, right? Finding your passion, finding new direction, receiving answers. So make sure to get pen to paper during that time and use the energy of Mars and Saturn to align yourself to take massive action during that time. We always say, energy loves attention and success loves speed. So when the momentum is there, keep it going, keep it running, keep pushing with courage, with strength, and watch the things manifest extremely, extremely fast through that period. Okay? Moving on to the fifth portal, we have the sun entering into Taurus. There's not that much actually on this one. It's actually a relatively small one. It's actually just asking you to get yourself more grounded and seek and find balance in life. Okay, so that energy of Taurus will help you because it's grounded. You'll feel chilled. You'll feel peaceful. You'll be more connected to Mother Earth. Okay, so the practice you can do to be able to enhance that is to go out in nature, go for nature walks. That will really help you ground your energies, take those wacky ideas that you may have and manifest into physical reality. Okay, moving on to sixth portal, Jupiter conjuncts Uranus at 21 degrees Taurus. Okay, so what have we got here? This is a very nice one for those of you who are wanting to manifest wealth, manifest abundance. Because that is that sign of Jupiter. It's giving you the fortune, it's giving you the opportunity, right? Meanwhile, when you have Uranus and you have Taurus there, what's going to happen is there may be some sudden unexpected changes when it comes to your finances or when it comes to your career. But be rest assured, every change is for a positive if you can think positive. If you're like, why did I lose that job? Why did I lose that deal? And you're playing victim mindset, you're going to dive into a downward spiral. However, if you did not get the deal, or you lost the job, or you didn't get the sale that you wanted, or you didn't get the pay that you wanted, and you come to this assurance with yourself and your higher self that, wait there a second, I watched that energy forecast and I remember that this was supposed to happen. And I respond with what? I respond with faith that Jupiter is on my side. Because the energy of Uranus is to shift for unexpected changes. Humans are naturally not very good with change. However, change is the only constant. So how do we approach it? We should be approaching it with faith. Faith is the big word during that portal. So it's 20th. Of April, write it on your wall. Okay, maybe I'm not on the wall. Maybe write on a post-it note and stick it on your wall. Okay, otherwise through the months your wall's going to be quite crazy. Right? So write it. Faith is the big word for this portal on the 20th of April. Have faith. Jupiter's on your side. every change is actually a positive change, even though it doesn't seem like it at that moment, because it's a sudden, unexpected change. So you're like a bit shocked, right? But have faith. Jupiter's on your side. It's for fortune. It's for fame. It's for wealth. It's for abundance. It's coming your way. It's cleansing the old just to clear space for new ideas to come in, for new actions to come in, for new beginnings to come in. And if you have that faith and you look up, you will get up. You'll start seeing more positive things start manifesting, especially in those areas. So when it comes to your wealth and finances, remember to take massive action during that time. Okay? Then moving on to, we have 23rd of April, we have full moon at 4 degrees Scorpio. Okay? This is a highly emotional time. Okay? So, and it's a highly emotional time, especially when it comes to your relationships. Now, you will be forced to make changes in areas of your life that have been quite difficult to, face. You've been shying away from certain things. But you're going to be forced to make those decisions. And it's going to be forced through quite an emotional, turbulent ride. I know that may not sound very sexy at all, and that may not make you want to look forward to this next full moon coming at all. But remember, everything that, when emotions are high, first of all, intelligence is low, and you think, oh, well, that's a negative, but not really. Sometimes we use our mind too much. So if we just allow the universal energy to move through us during that time, guess what will happen? We'll be able to make a lot of the decisions that we usually cannot make. And it will make it abruptly. And because it'll make it abruptly, so many emotions flying around, it may seem like some chaos during that time. But always remember what we say. Chaos to order. That new life will come. That new beginning will come if we allow ourselves just to allow the chaos to flow the way it's supposed to be. My message for everybody during that time. Everything, listen carefully, is divinely orchestrated. Right? Everything is divine intervention, even at times when it doesn't seem like it. Allow. So you got to have a lot of faith through this, the end of the month. Okay? Now, moving to the 8th portal, we're nearly there now. Mercury stations direct at Aries. Okay, we've got 15 degrees Aries happening here. So, okay, this is quite a simple one. You will find a lot of messages happening during this time. You are a messenger of God. So there will be a lot of downloads during this time. Take some time out for yourself, take those downloads, and embrace it with the Aries sign, and have that direct approach. Just take action, right? What a good friend of mine, Tim Han, always says. He says, follow your heart and take action. So this is a big message for you guys during that time, because you'll feel that energy. And just take the action. Be fearless. Moving on to the 9th portal, we have Venus enters into Taurus. So what does this mean? Okay. For those of you who are looking to tie the knot, this is a good time to put that in a bag. Make that decision. Because you've got love, you've got beauty, you've got this type of energy going on, this romance, and at the same time, you've got this grounded energy. Right? It's wanting to settle things. Those of you who are going into a relationship, maybe a new relationship, then what's going to happen? Because you've got this grounded energy coming in, you're going to start needing to find answers, right? You're going to be like, hey, are you actually serious about this relationship? You're going to be seeking for those answers. Why? Because you're wanting to be more grounded. Those of you who've been going on multiple dates recently, you're going to get the feeling that I kind of just want to settle now. I don't want to mess around anymore. Right? That's the type of feeling you're going to get. You're going to be guided for that. You're going to be supported with that. So those of you wanting to settle, then that is a very good time to have those open conversations, ask those questions, and get clarity. Then you will know which direction you are supposed to go. Whether you're supposed to follow through with this relationship, or maybe it's time to let it go and go for what you really need or want. Okay? The final one, which is a very, very powerful one because you've got Mars entering into Aries. It's a very powerful day, and it's a very powerful day actually entering into the month of May. I'll tell you why. It's because both Mars and Aries is two extremely, extremely strong fighter signs. They're strong, they're powerful. So when we've got both of these coming forward, actually you're gonna get that sense of courage. You're gonna feel brave. You're gonna feel powerful. So we should look to how we use that power. How are we gonna use it? Where are you gonna direct it? Are you gonna waste it away playing computer games that day? Or are you going to channel all of that energy and focus towards your dreams, towards your wildest dreams, towards your goals, towards your desires? Because if you do, and you set that intention right at the end, and you start committing right at the end of this month, you will see riding through the month of May is a very good time, right? You guys will be very excited for May because all the seeds you sow in the month of April will start reflecting and responding in that month of May. May is a time for reaping rewards. And I'll tell you something, May is quite a relaxed month, which you probably be like, whoa, thank God for that, right? Because going through all the turbulence of April, May is a relaxing month, but it's not just relaxing, it's a relaxing and rewarding. That's like a double bonus, right? Chill on the beach, everything just coming your way. Become the ultimate magnetic force, right? But you can only be that magnetic force based on the seeds you have sown. There are no reaping if there's no sowing. So that's what I'm saying. Although month of April, there's so much going on, very important for us to sow the right seeds, take the right actions, commit fully to everything that we want. The actions we take in the month of April will reflect from the response of the universe in the month of May. So play your cards right. Any questions or any things you relate to, please comment below. Let us know. It's always nice to know. If you enjoyed this video, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. I've been getting a lot of questions from a lot of people with regards to the manifestation videos and law of attraction videos and things like that. Some of you, I believe, just read the title of the last 2 videos ago, and you said, Master no longer believes in law of attraction. What am I going to do with my life? I might as well die. No, actually, I didn't say that. I don't think you guys watched the full video. I didn't say I don't believe in it. I don't say I don't use it, right? It's just the idea of law of attraction has slightly changed. That's all, okay? So please, those of you who feel completely cheated, like somebody betrayed you, he told me to do affirmations. Now he told me it's not real. I didn't say that, dude. Watch the video again. Watch it fully. You'll realize that's not what I said. Okay? I'm just saying my ideas of it has changed, and I want to allow this evolving to happen with you guys too, so you guys can get my latest updates and downloads that I'm getting from the universe too. If you do want to learn more about manifestation and law of attraction, please do follow the second channel, because every day there are videos going out there. I know many of you are missing the daily videos here. I'm just doing 1 video a week here now. But the daily videos are still actually happening. It's on the second channel. I'm going to put it in the first link inside the description. So follow that channel. And we have a lot of fun things that are happening behind the scenes. So you guys can catch up with that too. Other than that, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. Not daily videos, not on this channel, weekly videos. But for now, guys, bye for now. Blessings for all of you. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.